Hello everybody and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Christy, spelled with an E, and today we're going to make a cake using a blender. No, I'm not going to bake it in the blender. That's just what we're going to use to mix it up instead of using the mixer or a hand mixer, which I don't yet have. I have my wonderful 8x8 Fire King pan. So pretty. And first thing, let me take my rings off because when I get working with my hands, I don't like get my rings all icky. This is what I keep my butter in. I'm going to, yes, I'm using my hands. It's my kitchen, I can do that. And I'm going to grease my pan. I want to make sure we get butter in all of the corners. Get it all spread around in there, and this is to release our cake when it is done baking. If you were doing regular baking, I would also flour it, but I'm not using flour. I don't eat flour anymore. I don't eat any grains. So this will be a flourless cake, almost like a cheesecake. I guess we'd call it an eggy cheesecake. It's kind of like the cloud cake recipe that we did before, but we're adding a little bit of butter to it. Speaking of butter, I have it all over my hands, so I'm going to wash my hands and I'll be right back. Clean hands. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I'm going to take 8 eggs and plop them right into my blender. These are fresh eggs from my local farm. They have never been refrigerated. I love that. Best eggs ever. There's one. Pardon the thunder, there are storms around. And the coffee maker's going. Because you never know when the power might go off and you always want coffee. 2. Oop, that one broke almost immediately. 3. 4. Look at the color on that one. 5. 6. 7. I want all of you white in there, come on. 8. 8 eggs. And again, wash my hands. Now to these 8 eggs, we are going to add half a stick of butter. And it's been sitting out, so it is room temperature butter. I had to put it in my measuring cup because I don't get butter in sticks anymore. And 8 ounces or 1 package of cream cheese. And cream cheese is something that I have not made myself yet. I will try it one day. I'd like to make my own sour cream as well. That would be awesome. And mascarpone and all that cool stuff. I need to try mozzarella again. There we have 8 ounces of cream cheese. Make sure we get all of that in there. I'm also going to add just a splash of vanilla in there. If you're strict carnivore, you don't have to add that. I'm also going to add, well, see, I have this kind of a scoop in with my monk fruit. I'm going to do about a half of a scoop of monk fruit sugar. And now we are just going to put the lid on this. Get it on, if it'll go on. There we go. And we are just, we'll start low. We want to make sure that everything gets incorporated, that all of the butter and the cream cheese gets mixed up, as well as the eggs getting frothy. I have to get on my tiptoes to look in there, because I little bit longer. Alrighty. And that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to pour this into my greased baking pan. And I know it looks like runny pancakes. There we go. Let's see. Oh, it's got taste. That's going to be good. I think that butter is really going to give it just a little bit extra that I was looking for. Didn't mean to have my dress fall down while we're standing here. It's the only problem with suspenders. They're very cute, but they're not actual suspenders, so they tend to fall off my shoulders. Now let's get this in the oven. Our oven is at temperature, so we are going to put our cake into the oven. I already made sure there was nothing in my oven. And we're going to bake it for 35 minutes. So we'll be back in 35 minutes and see if it's done. If not, we'll bake it for a little bit longer until it is done. So, be back in just a moment. Whew, face full of steam. Put this down for a second. Look at this. Is that cool or what? That really baked up. I'm guessing because of the eggs. We are going to let this cool down. I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon on top of it. And when it's cooled off, then we'll try it. I have mixed up a little bit of powdered monk fruit with some cinnamon. And I'm just going to sprinkle this just a little bit on the top. You can see that it has deflated a little bit, and it is, I mean, I can almost pull it right away from the corners. So that's going to be able to go on a plate quite easily. But, oh, and it smells so good. It actually smells like French toast. So I cannot wait to taste it. I'm going to cut a little bit of the corner, and that's what we are going to try. Look at that beautiful texture. I mean, that's just absolutely gorgeous. With that like cinnamon on top. That really tastes like French toast. Even better. Mmm. The eggy texture of it, almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's even better than the cloud cake, I think. That little bit of butter in there really makes a big difference. It really does. Mmm. Perfect for a Sunday brunch or at Christmas. I will be making this at Christmas for me to eat, because I won't be eating any of the cakes or pies that everybody else eats. Mmm. So good. Definitely recommend you try this. You will not be disappointed. Mmm. I did pull it out just a little bit before the timer rang, maybe about a minute or so. Just kept my eye on it, and when it looked like it was about done, I pulled it out. So it was about a minute before. I could eat this whole thing, like right now. This is so good. One more little piece. I definitely recommend that you try this, because that is absolutely fantastic. If you eat fruit, putting some berries on it or making some whipped cream to go on top would be wonderful as well. But this is completely, good on a keto or even a carnivore diet like I eat. If you've watched this entire video, give yourselves a round of applause. And thank you so much for giving it a watch. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You never know what you're going to find on my channel. Have a great weekend, y'all. Toodles. What? Yes. Did you want to say hello? No, you just wanted to climb on mommy. Say hi, Lucky.